everyone, it's time for another episode of 10K Dollar Day, and this week we are talking about dance parties, birthday suits, and yoga.
Nama, stay away from that one.
Sounds good, dog. Downward dog.
Oh. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of 10K Dollar Day. This is episode 268. I'm Alison Burns.
I'm Lulu Picard.
And we're so excited to have you here with us today. This is the comedy podcast about imaginary luxury travel. In just a few minutes, I am going to take an imaginary $10,000 and I'm going to spend it in somewhere really real in the world in one 24-hour period. And it's all because one of our listeners has given us a magic word of the day. So get ready. Before that, though, we're going to talk about obsessions. We're going to talk about wish lists. And then at the end, we have a really cool improv segment. So it's going to be a fun ride. All right. So now it's time for some news with Lou. You got any news?
Well, right now it is the first week of February, which means I am in Utica, New York. So you're going to get a little bit of an update, at least, of where I am every week, which is going to be a little interesting. And don't forget, I am on tour right now with my job. But if we happen to say a city that you're in or you're near, we would love to grab a coffee or grab a drink or whatever. We love meeting our listeners. We don't just say that. We love meeting all of you because we're a community and we all like to dream and be in a happy place. So we got to connect.
Yeah. And speaking of happy places, and if you want to, really know what's happening, you should check us out at The Daily Happy, because then you're going to get an even bigger inside look at our lives and about what's happening in the world.
It's true.
It's lots of fun. It's only 10
or
minutes
the
a day.
newsletter. The newsletter also has my entire tour schedule, so they can find
That's
that right there. And next week, everyone, FYI, we are opening 1776 in Philadelphia. So I'll be there. I don't know. Should we do like a Barclay Prime Bay Philly cheesesteak meetup?
Oh, you guys. We should.
Write
we
us.
should try it.
Write in, y'all. Who's in Philly? Write it in. Write it in.
Philly, where you at? Okay. Let's talk about obsessions. Lou, what's your obsession this week?
Well, this week, because we are actually recording this a few weeks prior, so I'm in Orlando physically. I know, did I just blow your mind? But physically, I'm in Orlando as we record. And while I'm in Orlando, I have a really nice routine of night walking.
Oh, yeah.
It's really nice, and especially because I have my dog with me right now, so we're taking these long, nice night walks, like 45 minutes, an hour, and it's not something that I can do in New York. That's not in my life normally, and it's definitely not something I would try in different cities here and there too, so it's really only something I indulge in when I'm here in Orlando.
Yeah.
So it's nice.
Do you have a well-lit path where you are, or do you use some sort of device? Like, do you have like a headlamp?
No, my whole neighborhood actually has street lamps everywhere. So it's a really lit area. And there are also police people that live in this area. So there are police cars just happen to be parked in driveways, which whether that actually makes it safer or not, I don't know. Yeah. But I see a police car and then I feel okay. I've never had a problem walking here. And it's just really nice to be able to do that because often I live places where I can't.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, all of our electricity is under the ground in my neighborhood. So there's no street lamps, which is great during hurricanes. We very rarely lose power because it's all underground, but it's not so great for night walking. Like even during Halloween, it gets dark. And so you have to like have flashlights or whatnot. So, but I love that. I actually took a walk this morning. I went to the park and I haven't done that in forever.
Oh, how was it?
It was great. I did just
by
like
yourself?
a 30-minute by myself. Yep. Yeah. Just did a 30-minute walk, listened to some music that I'm supposed to learn. So yeah, it was great. All right. So my obsession. So my obsession actually has to do with my walk. And it's more of like, I had that moment today where I was like, man, we're lucky. And I never realized how much I love this item. It's my wireless headphones. Like, how lucky
Oh.
that technology has figured out a way to put these tiny little earbuds in your ears, and you're so hands-free, and you can turn your head, and you can I mean, I could run, I could
Mhm.
dance, I could do whatever I wanted because they figured out the wireless headphones, and I love because, I don't like not being aware of my surroundings, that you can press that little button, and it either makes it sound like no one's around you, or you can really hear what is around you on
Oh,
the
wow.
Apple Pod things. So I always have them so that I can hear what's happening around me, but I can also have both of them in and hear the music. So that's my obsession right now. I just realized how lucky we are to have that kind of technology in this day and age. I think I take it for
Yeah.
granted.
I don't have those, so that sounds really cool. I would
Yeah.
lose them. Don't nobody buy those for me. I would lose them immediately. I'm not fishing, okay? Just trust me. I
Oh.
don't I don't
So
want
I
it.
guess
I don't
they're
want the
not
Apple
on your
Watch.
wish
I'll
list.
lose that. No, no. I've the thing is I actually have had several AirPods before and I probably have 4 pairs of Bluetooth headphones. We've talked about this. I never charge them. It's not
Yeah.
in my habit. So I am
Yeah.
wired headphones all the way.
Yeah.
Like it's 2005. All
You know
right.
what? They're in though. Those even the boom boxes are coming back.
I don't think boom boxes ever went away. They just became Bluetooth speakers.
That's true. You're
Like
right.
everyone has always wanted a way to have music at the beach.
You're right.
You know, like
Yeah. You're absolutely right. I think what went away was just the tapes. It's still the
just the
same
tapes.
exact thing. It just has a Bluetooth adapter. That's funny. You're absolutely right. Okay, so
Uh,
what is on your wish list?
okay, on my wish list is running shoes, sneakers, athletic shoes. I feel like every time I need a pair, it's you have to start from ground zero again to kind
Yeah.
of figure out what it doesn't ever seem like, oh, I need a pair of that. I'm going to go get that. It's like I have to start a research project to find
Yeah.
a sneaker for myself. And I have to really think about all of the hobbies I'll ever want to do in that sneaker. It's so stressful.
Do you run?
No, no, no. My knees can't take that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But
Oh
you need
gosh,
like a
no.
good,
But I
maybe slightly
walk.
aerobic walking shoe.
Yeah, I would like to be able to walk longer. And right now the
Mhm.
shoes that I have don't allow me to do that. And also, when I switched to yoga, I stopped really buying athletic shoes because I
Yeah, cuz you go
don't go to the
barefoot.
gym that much anymore. But I think the elliptical is coming back in my life in 2023.
Oh, see, that is good for the knees. You're right.
Yeah, my knees like that a lot better. And I think I miss a little aerobic action because the show does not make me out of breath.
Uh-huh.
It
I'm
makes me move
surprised because I've seen
heavy
that show and
things.
I thought it was like a lot of stuff happening.
It's a lot of moving heavy things quickly and then stopping, but
Mhm.
there's no dance number that's like aerobic,
Gotcha, gotcha.
right? So I'm
Yeah,
never like stressing my lungs out. I'm just stressing my muscles out.
got it. That makes sense.
Yeah, there you go. That's
Yeah.
a really deep dive, everyone, into my personal track in 1776. So, thank you for sticking through that. Also, anyway, it doesn't matter. It's so
No, I love it.
personal.
If somebody
What?
comes to see it and they've listened to this podcast, they're gonna be like, "Oh, there she is with the heavy lifting. I see it." Yep.
In
We're gonna
heels.
track it.
In
In
heels.
heels.
That's right. Don't forget.
That's good. All right, so my wish list. See, I just talked about how great technology is, but here's the thing that I wish they would invent. You know how they have the key fobs? So they've gotten rid of like keys, right, for your car. They just have the fob. It has to be in your car, on your person, whatever. But they're still so big. So, for instance, today when I wanted to go walk, I didn't have anything on me, and I didn't want to like carry my purse on my walk, and I had no pockets. And the key
Mm,
fob is huge. So I was like, wouldn't it be cool if the key fob was like a little tiny, like sliver of something that I could place underneath my Apple Watch and it would just be on my watch and then I could come back and just doot, doot, unlock my car?
okay, you should 10K that just a little more because I think the answer is you'll be able to unlock it with your watch.
You can unlock a car with your what with like an app?
Well, I'm just saying, like, I think The actual ask is not, I
Is
wish it would fit under my watch. I think what you would like is to be able
oh,
to walk
yes.
up to your, because they can do it for hotel rooms.
I know. You can have
Mm-hmm.
the virtual keys. Your phone gets close to it and it goes,
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're
Did
right.
you
I should
ever
do
have
more
the little
research.
magnet hideaway thing
Where?
that sticks under your car and you can put a spare key in it
No,
and
I
it
never had that.
magnetizes to the bottom of your car? Yeah, you can get that too.
No.
I
Well,
mean,
I'm
now
always
everyone that
worried
listens
that,
to this knows that
yeah,
there's going to
well,
be a
that's what I'm
key.
worried about too is like someone's going to be watching me reach under my car, you know,
Well, at that point,
and
you're
be like,
already
well,
at the
there it is.
car. It doesn't
No,
matter
I mean
because
to
you're,
leave it there.
but you would do it at the house. Your spare key would go there.
Oh,
It would
oh,
live
that's
there.
smart.
Yeah.
Okay, that's better. See, I'm glad we talked it out
Yep. All right.
so
Well,
I
there
can
you
do
go,
it right.
everyone. Just know there's going to be a key hidden somewhere on Allison's car at all times. Good luck, everyone.
All right. Well, now it's time for
10K
10K
days. It's a $10K day. Imaginary travel and a laugh or two.
As we tell you all the crazy things we wanna do,
We buy top drawer.
but we don't really pay.
So say what's your happy and you'll be our bae.
All right. It is time for that word of the day. Let's hear it.
Hi, my name is Jim Rayfield. I'm a writer, director, and occasional actor. And the word is rehabilitation.
All right. So, rehabilitation. This one was tough for me.
Yeah? To find
Yeah.
out, to figure out how to go and where to go.
Yeah, to figure out how to do it because some of the words we get, I don't know, you can kind of find like a hidden meaning, you can kind of use it, turn it on its head. This one,
Mm-hmm.
not too much you can do with it as far as using it for what it actually is.
You
So-
mean you can't use sea bass for sea
Exact-
bass? That's what you're
Yes,
saying?
exactly.
I
Yes.
hear it. Okay.
So, but thank you, Jim Rayfield, for this word. Dear friend of ours in the podcast. And so this is where we're going to go. You ready for this, Lou?
I'm not sure. But
All right.
let's
So
do
we're
it.
going to Wilca Tieca, Peru.
Where?
Wilca Tieca, Peru. And I say the second part of that word because it's a T with an apostrophe and then an Ica. So that's why I was like, Wilca Tieca, Peru.
Will you take a minute to tell us more about this place?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. So I did some back research and we actually went to Peru in episode 62. It was the Three Musketeers with Brian Baez. Do you remember that
Ooh,
episode?
I do. We recorded it in a tiny little corporate apartment in Tampa.
That's right. So we've already been there, but I'm doing all new things. So, but if you want more about Peru, check out episode 62. All right. So we are staying in a resort. Get ready for this. Nestled in the Andes between the ancient citadel of Machu Picchu and the Incan capital Cusco. This eco-friendly resort sits amid one of the world's most spectacular landscapes. Throw in a luxurious spa, and it's a perfect post-pandemic retreat for rehabilitation.
You
There
found
we
it.
go. I
For
found
what-
it, and here's what's so cool. They have the 7 chakra gardens, and it says that is to center the human body. The landscape itself, like as you walk through it, has chakras and energy centers. So it's like
Wow.
centering yourself. They also do traditional Andean ceremonies.
Andean, I think. Mhm.
Andean ceremonies that are done by the resort staff. And the resort staff also includes some indigenous Quechua people that actually help the staff out. So everything is on the up and up with these rituals. And
Mhm.
everything is influenced by their relationship with Mother Earth. So this is a great way to just revive life and to heal and to get your energies all aligned. So I'm super, super excited about it. All right, we're going there.
Okay.
I got the luxury king suites. Here's the thing. One night, $290 for the king suite.
Wait, that's it?
Yeah. Yes. If you can get to Peru, you guys, that was one of the most expensive rooms. It's not expensive. You just
Okay.
have to get there. So
Okay.
immediately I was like, oh my gosh, for the two of us to each have our own room for 2 nights in this luxury king suite that has access to the gardens, like this amazing. You even get like fresh flowers every day and cozy hot water bottles before bed
Ugh.
to warm your bed.
Okay.
Yeah, $600. That's it for the two of us to each have our own room. So I was like, okay, so $1,200 total for the 2 nights. And I was like, I'm never going to spend money here. I was looking through all of the experiences that Peru offers. A lot of it is free because it's just so gorgeous. Even the chakra gardens
Oh,
are free. So I decided, because we're already there in our 10K day and because the flight is what's going to bring my money up, I'm going to fly out our bae, Lori, from New York City so that she can rest and restore too and align her chakras. And that's going
perfect.
to cost me $3,229 to fly
Her
her from New
flight.
York to Peru. Yes.
Oh, see, so when you said if you can get yourself there, it's really cheap in Peru, but we're talking 3,000
Yep.
bucks to get yourself there.
Yes.
Okay.
And I actually looked for like first class. They didn't even offer it. So I'm not sure if maybe the planes don't that go there aren't big enough. I'm not sure. Or if it just wasn't available. But that was like just business class.
Okay.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Flying Lori over. So now we're adding on another $600 for her room. And then we're going to start eating. Okay. Listen to the
Okay.
food they have. First of all, it's all vegetarian, but I'm okay with that. I have had some amazing vegetarian meals.
Yeah,
And
you
I
and I
also,
actually do that quite a bit sometimes for no reason.
yeah, and I also don't crave meat. I'm just not like, it's not something I'm like, I need a burger, but I like them, you know? So
Yeah, okay.
listen to this. Start the day with a cup of freshly harvested herbal tea
Yep.
or fresh roasted Killabamba coffee grown on the family farm right there. They
Oh,
have buffet breakfast every day that includes breads from a local oven, omelets, grains, sliced fruit, avocado, all that are there from the Machu Picchu area. Then dinner, freshly harvested salad, gourmet vegetarian entrees with steamed vegetables. Most of the meals include quinoa. And then it says that's because that grain gave the Incan warriors strength. What?
ooh.
Yeah, I know. So breakfast and dinner are served at set hours in the dining room each day. But here's the thing, for your lunch, you just go in and you ask for picnic lunches and
Oh,
they'll make you a picnic to take wherever you want
oh my
on the
gosh, that's so
I know.
cool.
So amazing. So that kind of covers our food for the day. Now, there weren't any prices because you have to fill out a form. And you know how I get, I'm like nervous about like, then people get excited and they're like, oh my gosh, we have 3 people coming from the States and we're going to make it amazing. And I don't want them to get their
Yes.
hopes up. So I'm guessing if we're both or all 3 of us are there for 3 days, I would say $600 total on food. Total. Cause that's like
Yeah.
$100 a day for each of
Yeah.
us. Yeah. So I feel like
And
that's a safe bet.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, here's some things we're going to do. And they actually talk you through what they think the best personal retreat would be because they also offer groups. And here's the thing, I actually clicked groups first because I was like, this would be an amazing bay trip. What if all of our listeners could sign up to go to this amazing resort in Peru and do a whole like chakra experience for this group? Because they like have guided group trips. But again, you have to fill out the form. So then I was like, okay, I'll just do a personal retreat. So we're all going to do the personal retreats. We're going to start the day after breakfast with a tour of the 7 chakra gardens, which is free. But then at the end of the gardens, Lou, this is so your day. We're going to enjoy a yoga class in their yoga shala.
Shala.
I think
What's
what it
that?
is a dome, like a
How do you
yoga
spell it?
dome. Shala. I think it's a house, like a yoga hut, if you will.
Shala. Wow, I have like
Shala.
literally never heard of that word before.
Did it pull up a picture?
Shala is a Sanskrit word meaning house or home, so you will hear the phrase yoga shala used to refer to a yoga studio.
Yeah, so like a yoga hut.
Yeah, yoga hut. The yoga
Yeah.
yurt.
Yoga yurt.
The
That's
yoga
a great
yurt.
name.
Someone
like
should call
that.
it the yoga yurt. And then if you have like it outside and to go, it could be the go-gurt.
And afterwards, they serve yogurt in the yoga.
So weird.
Okay. So for all three of us, for an hour yoga class is $120 total for all three of us. Okay. Then we're going to do a self-guided hike to the salt mines of Maras.
Okay.
It's only $9 total for all three of us to do this
For
self-guided hike.
all three of us?
I'm telling you guys, if you can get there, it's going to be great. Yeah, salt mines. And have you ever been? Wait, didn't we go? A salt room? We went.
In real life.
Yeah.
We have been. Yeah, we went to one in Nashville.
That's right. Okay, so they just opened one down the street from me. And I read all about it again because I was like, oh, yeah, I remember these. It's supposed to be great for your sinuses. And like you just sit in the salt room and like your stress levels are supposed to go down. So, and that's when they bring in the salt. I can't imagine like going to a salt, like actual mine that's like of the earth.
And you just walk around it yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally want to do that.
Guided.
Yeah, I want to do that.
I know. Okay, so we got one of our picnics, one of the box lunches to take on the hike. So that's going to be $30 total. It's $10 a person for a picnic lunch.
Okay.
And it's all beautiful food.
I keep having to remind myself that you just told me it would cost $3,000 to get there. Because part of me is like, should we go next weekend?
I know, right? Oh, if we only knew someone with a private plane. You can email us at
Oh my gosh, is there a
$10K.
bay out there? If you have a private plane and you've been like holding out on us and you're like, these chicks would die. Now's the time.
Yeah, that's all we need. We just need the transportation. I feel like once we get there, we could be pretty savvy. We'd have to pick like one 10K thing just to like pay homage to our actual podcast. But I feel like we could do it.
Yeah, we could figure that out.
Yeah, for sure. After our self-guided hike, we're going to do, I'm so excited, a flower bath.
With flowers?
Uh-huh.
With water and flowers?
Uh-huh.
Okay, keep telling me more. I want to know everything.
It's up to 2 hours. You can stay in the bath up to 2 hours, and they keep bringing warm water to like refill. And you're each in your individual tubs, and you're surrounded by flowers. I know. Guess how much for all three of us? All three total.
For a 2-hour flower bath?
Uh-huh.
$100.
$150
Oh my gosh, we gotta go.
for all three of us for a 2-hour flower bath.
What? You're just in a tub. Can you talk to each other? Are
Yeah.
the tubs near each other?
Yeah, they're like outside. So you're looking at all the like landscape and you're in the tub in nature.
Are we naked?
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I'm
I
kidding.
thought so.
You don't have to be. It says you don't have to be. I would be. But you can wear a robe up to the tub and then you can either get in or you can have a bathing suit on.
I would totally be naked because you're outside, right?
Yeah.
There's like sun on you, or is this nighttime?
Yeah. No, you
Oh
can do
my
well.
gosh.
You could choose. You can do sun or after dinner flower bath.
Okay, after dinner flower bath or sun bath, but I'd have to have shade on my face. I'm getting really into this, and this is not a real thing we're doing, so it's okay. We can move on. I was really planning it in my head. Like I could really see it, but you're right. This is not. We got to move on.
That's amazing. Okay. But I'm glad you brought up being naked because
are you?
it actually, it segues to my next thing that I want us to do that we're going to do. Okay.
Okay.
So Peru in this area actually has like lots of dark skies. Okay. So they don't have the street lights. Like it's all like just dark. But instead of stargazing, we're going to do something else in the dark. Now, when I was researching rehabilitation,
Yes.
I broke it down to just say rehab, right? So I was like, let me see what I can also find with just the word rehab, which is like, the shortened version of rehabilitation. And
Uh-huh.
what kept popping up was the Fireboy Ed Sheeran at the rehab remix of Peru, the song. And I was
Really?
like, what are the odds that this song called Peru, I'm going to Peru, also has in parentheses rehab remix? And I was like, what? So we're going to turn on a little Ed Sheeran Fireboy rehab remix
Okay.
outside in the dark sky. And we're going to strip down to our birthday suits.
Okay.
And we're going to do, like we've talked about this before, those dance parties where you're like just not thinking. You're just like, what's it called? You're just
A
like
rave?
dancing.
Like, are you putting together a naked rave? Because I think that's what you're doing. Like,
No, there's
I
like
gotta
a
tell
word
you.
for it.
And right now, it's just the three of us flopping and floozing all over Peru.
Yeah. But we're clean. We just had the
Yeah, we're
flower
very
bath.
clean. We're
And you
clean.
know what
Yeah.
else I bought us? It's called the Barodyne All Day Waxer Pro Kit, and it has a big warmer. Listen, they're expensive.
Are they really?
Yeah, I got us 3 of them because I didn't think we should be sharing wax.
No.
So
How much is that?
$710 each.
For a wax machine?
It's a wax machine with all the like supplies, and it has the big warmer. $710. It's like legit.
Okay, hold on. Are we talking like we're waxing hair off our body, or is this a paraffin dip for a part of our body?
We're waxing off of our body.
Okay, gotcha. I just
So
wanted to make
that
sure I
way,
understood.
we're clean and
Where are we going?
non-hairy. No hair.
This is
so, so then when we dance, we just don't have to worry about it. We're just like,
all right. I don't know what's
Okay.
happening in your mom life this week, but this 10K day is clearly a release that you need of some sort. So let's just dive in.
oh. I know, and I want you guys to hear that rehab remix. I'll have to put it into the podcast. Maybe at the end, it'll be a nice teaser. So stick around for the special rehab remix
For 5.5 seconds.
for 5.
Of Ed
So there's no
Sheeran.
copyright. So we don't get flagged. 5 seconds at the end. Okay. One more thing I bought so that just in case like anyone gets cold while dancing, or if you start to feel like, ooh, I'm a little uncomfortable, I got us. I really want this. The quilted weighted robe from
The robe
Saks
is
Fifth
weighted?
Avenue. It's like a weighted blanket
But
on
it's
your
a
body.
robe?
It's a robe from Saks.
Yes, I would. Yes, please.
It's $250 each.
The robe?
Yeah. Yeah. But it literally looks like a blanket. But it's also a robe. It's just pretty. And you
I
can tell
just
it's
want to
so
like,
cozy.
oh, I just want to get in it and watch a movie on the couch.
I know.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, we can do that after our dance party
Okay.
in the dark skies because I feel like it's very healing and therapeutic to like just let go,
Listen,
And
Alison, you know I am a hippie at heart. I am 100% behind taking my clothes off and dancing under the stars.
yeah.
I was just making sure I understood what you were doing. I just wanted to make sure everyone else understood what was happening because right now we're 2 elements away from doing a production of Macbeth. Like
That's very true. Oh God. Okay.
and I'm not in a theater. If you heard that and you were in a theater, just take your phone, turn it off, spin it 3 times, spin it 3 times the other way, push it over your head like whirly, whirly, whirl. 1, 2, 3, spit on the ground, you're fine.
Oh my God.
And if you don't know what I'm talking about,
I was going to say, I bet half the people don't even know what you're talking about.
there's a superstition that you can't say the title of Shakespeare's play,
Uh-huh.
or something terrible will happen in a theater. In a theater.
Yeah.
Anywhere else, you're fine. And so oftentimes in theater, you'll hear people say Macbeth or the Scottish play because it is a cursed play. That's all.
I wonder how that got started.
I think that there were a few productions where terrible things happened in them, and they were all that show.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Man. And that was, I'm sure that even happened before social media. So rumors travel fast.
Way back before social media.
Like, it's amazing how it.
Can you just picture people like in the 1600s being like, I am this printing press. It's going to change the world. It's going to change the world. And it did.
And it did. It did. Oh, all right. So now we put on our weighted robes. We're done dancing to the rehab mix. We go back to our little rooms. And there's the hot water bottles in our bed. And we've also ordered, they have hot water bottles warming the bed sheets every night. You know, like those like squishy ones?
Yeah, that's
like back in the day.
That's like Downton Abbey level of service.
That's what they have in your bed waiting for you. And you can add on more glasses of tea, but like the sleepy time tea. So we're going to, you know what I think you can't do is drink, actually. Because there was nowhere that was like, there was nowhere that was like, add on wine.
Didn't they say it was good for rehabilitation?
They didn't say that.
You didn't say that place was good?
Oh, the place was good.
Maybe they don't have alcohol.
Yeah, because it's probably for rehab stuff.
Did they say what kind of rehabilitation they focus on?
No, anyone can go.
Oh, so it's like self-serve rehabilitation.
Self-serve, personal journey, self-guided,
self-identified rehabilitation.
Yes,
I understand now. Got it.
So we'll get some hot tea, and then the next morning we're going to do a morning yoga class on the way out, which is $120 for all three of us for this morning sunrise yoga class. And then we're going to tip the staff of the retreat center $1,062. And that brings my total to $10,000.
Yeah!
All right. So that's what I would do with 10K in the rehab personalized post-pandemic retreat center, Wilca Tica, Peru. But this is what we would do if we had $10,000 to give away. What charity are you featuring this week?
Okay, well, you're right. Finding something about rehabilitation for a comedy podcast is not the easiest, but I found something that I really love. So this is Project Return, and it focuses on prisoners, people being released from prison and making sure that they can rehabilitate into society, which I think is really important. It's something that I think about a lot, actually. And this statistic that's on their website is going to blow your mind. Are you ready?
Yes.
The U.S. comprises 5% of the world's total population. Okay?
Yeah.
But 25% of the world's prison population.
Whoa.
We have too many people in prisons. Like,
yeah.
What? That's an
that's
insane statistic, right? Like, that's crazy. But
yeah.
So I've been learning more about prisons and how they run and all that kind of stuff. And so this project is really cool. It is called Project Return. We will have the link in the show notes and, of course, in the newsletter for sure. So this program does, they first walk the walk by hiring formerly incarcerated people in their own organization first, so that they can give them a job and help them give real world work experience. And then later they also have a program to help them get housing.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know. So I
Yeah.
think it's really cool. What do you have?
Very cool. So, actually, the retreat that we just stayed at has their own charity that they support and actually started from there. It's called the Wilka Tiaka Children's Fund. And what it does is it helps children, it provides school buildings, libraries, kitchens, multi purpose rooms, books, supplies. It also supports mothers in the area and teaches them how to weave so that they can provide blankets and make money back from that. And so also they can also make their own children like clothing for the colder months. So it actually teaches them how to
Mm-hmm.
weave. So check them out. You can actually check it out by going to the link that will be in our newsletter. So check out our newsletter. If you're not subscribed to that, just go to our website, 10kdollarday.com, and click that big word newsletter right there
Yep.
on the front. All right. Lou, what's your happy?
Well, we had a fun happy happen this last week that we're recording, and we are at the highest we've ever been in the U.S. improv charts this year, which
Yeah.
is insane. So hey everyone, thanks for helping us break into that. Like that's insane. Like the jump that we just made was really big. So we're really
Crazy big.
thrilled. And we know that a lot of those new people came from Podfest. And thank you to everybody who's reached out to us from Podfest and said cool things to us or just wanted to connect or tell us about what their podcast is. We want to know. So reach out. We are not scary people unless we are naked in a field dancing with our lady friends. But other than that, we are not scary people.
We won't be scary because we're waxed. Okay. Oh, okay. My happy is that. Oh, I know. My happy is that today is my oldest 18th birthday. She is officially an adult.
What does that mean
And
for you?
it's crazy, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's so insane. It's insane to think about. Like, she's literally in the eyes of society an adult. She can like go make her own decisions and be her own person, which she's already so good at. So I'm just proud of her and she's my happy today. So happy birthday, Emma.
Happy birthday, Emma. I will never, ever forget that you made me go to the Olive Garden in Times Square for your 8th birthday. You now know, as an adult, what that cost me. Both financially, emotionally, mentally. But I'm so thrilled we went, and I will never let you live it down. I love you.
All right. I love it. I love it. Hey guys, make sure to send us your happies. You can do it by tagging us in Instagram or emailing us at 10kdollarday@gmail.com.
I do have listener mail.
You do? Did it just
I
come
do.
through?
Well, it just kind of forgot at that. I don't know. I wrote it in italics and I didn't see italics when you asked me earlier. And now I see it, Allison. That's
Okay,
the real
let's do it.
answer. You said, do you have listener mail? I scanned. I said no. And then I remembered I put it in italics. Okay. I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been going into the Instagram. Specifically, I saw that Lori in New York and at Amanda Lee Bell, because I don't know where you live, Amanda. Literally,
She's in New
I
York
opened.
too.
Oh, she's in New York. So I opened up
Yeah.
the app, and it was literally their names had like liked every single post. And I
Yeah.
know that sounds insane. Like, thank you for liking our posts, but algorithm wise, that does help us a lot because to stay visible, you know how that
Yeah.
whole social media thing works. So I just want to say special thanks to those are just the two that I saw this morning. I'm sure that there have been many more who have liked everything, and I'll try to keep grabbing those names as I see them. But just so grateful. Thank you.
Perfect. All right. So now it's time for our last segment.
10K Roleplay.
All right. You ready, Lou?
Oh, it's me first.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Okay. Lulu,
Uh-huh.
you are a rehab nurse for
Mhm.
injured penguins, and you are
Mhm.
currently stationed in Antarctica.
Oh, yes. Yes.
So,
it's cold
hi,
here.
welcome to the show.
Oh, hello.
Oh, yeah, it looks cold there.
Yeah.
What is your current obsession?
Oh, well, my obsession is this little scarf. I don't know if you can see it. It's red that I'm wearing. It's wool and red, and it keeps me really, really warm. It was a gift from all the penguins, and they got together and they gave it to me. They knitted it, and they're not really good at knitting, so there's a lot of holes in it, so it doesn't really keep me very warm, but it's just such a good gesture.
Okay, that's cute. What is on
Mm.
your wish list?
Oh, well, these penguins, they've been asking for some of that special fish that we can get up there in those tins where I live. And I told them that I wasn't really able to get them any exotic fish, but they've been watching Finding Nemo and they don't get any of those tropical fish down here. They're just so tired of eating all the same oily fish. So I think what I would do is if I had a wish list, I would just I would wish that maybe we could get some of those tropical fish down here just for them to look at, maybe poke at. I think they'd probably eat them too, but they're really, really interested in seeing all those bright colors. Got to get them over here.
Oh, that's good. So if you had $10,000 to spend on
Hmm.
yourself, what
Oh,
would you do with it?
I tell you what, I'd get a better scarf. Oh, this one is just letting it all in. But it's fine. They think I'm a penguin, and so when I'm living in the igloo with them and all, I just kind of try to act like it's not that cold. But if I could just spend just a little bit on me, what I would do is I would get one of those heating pads, those secret heating pads. I don't want them to know I'm cold, so I would just like secretly put it under my little puffer jacket, and I would just sit there with them and it would be great. I'd be toasty and they would stop worrying about me and then it'd be great.
That's really good. That's smart.
Yeah.
Okay, if you had $10,000 to give away, where would you give it?
Well, I got a friend who's doing some research with exotic fish, and I do feel pretty bad that we're going to eat a bunch of them. So I think that I would probably donate it over to my sister researcher who's doing exotic fish in the Australian coral reefs.
That's great.
Mmm.
Okay, and finally, what's your happy?
Oh, well, my happy is that I think that they said that next week another researcher's coming. I've just been by myself with the penguins since like 6 or 7 months or years or something. I don't even know. I have one videotape of Frasier I've been watching over and over and over again, so that's kind of how I'm measuring time. So I've been here about 19 to 20 Frasier binge rewatches, and the penguins really like it. You'd be surprised how much they like Niles.
So you're headed home to what, South Dakota?
I don't know. I think somewhere around there. It's like in the middle of something. It's definitely in the middle of two big cities, is where I'm from.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
Anytime. And by that, I mean around season 4 or 5 of Frasier. You just come on by.
Oh, gosh, that's funny. All right.
That was dumb. Okay.
That was funny.
Allison, are you ready?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
You have just entered a rehab program
hmm
for actors trying to lose the taste for acting.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
hmm
All right, hi.
Hello.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, what's your obsession right now?
Well, first of all, let me slate my name before I get started here. They're having us do that daily in order to try to convince our minds that we are no longer part of the theater, but we are part of society. So instead of slating a name as you would to begin an audition, we now have to slate by saying, "Hi, my name is Margaret Castlewater, and I am purely a member of society." That's it.
Okay.
So that's who I am. What was the question?
The question is, what's your obsession right now?
Well, ironically, my obsession is actually the breakfast here at the Actors Rehab. I wasn't looking forward to it. I actually normally don't eat breakfast. I do the fasting because as an actor, not supposed to bring this up, but as an actor, after hours, we tend to eat because after the show comes down and the applause is high, we're hungry. I don't eat before a show. I don't want indigestion. I don't want that creeping up during a monologue. So instead, I eat after. So I've been on a fasting program for, the greater part of my professional career. And I haven't eaten breakfast in 22 years. So when I got here and they had a delicious breakfast, I tried it. I tried it with this new program of getting rid of the actor in me, and it's delicious. Who knew that granola and yogurt could be so satisfying? So that is my obsession, is the granola and yogurt every morning.
All right. Well, what is on your wish list then?
My wish list is that I had a professional resume with something else other than acting on it. Now, I know this is a pipe dream because I've never done anything else, but I do wish that, the universe would create me some sort of path in order to fill up a resume that I don't have, be it retail or barista, truck driver, if you will. I'll take anything at this point, but I have nowhere else to go because I've only done acting. So my wish list is for a new resume.
Oh, wow. You are open, though. You're open to all
It's
the
part of the
options.
program. In fact, the
I
very
love it.
first step is open.
Accomplished.
Mm-hmm.
How would you spend $10,000 right now in one day?
Well, if you would have asked me this a week ago before I entered in here, I would have said I would have spent it on that Meisner acting class that I've always wanted to take. But alas, I am not connected to that world anymore. So now I would spend $10,000 on a new wardrobe for my business life. We're talking business casual pants and a
Oh,
button-down shirt with a blazer in only black and navy.
wow. This is a change for you. No more sequins
Yes,
and sparkles.
that's step 2, change.
Okay. Well, what would you do if you had $10,000 to give away?
Well, if I had $10,000 to give away, I would actually give it right back to the Actors Rehab. And here's why. Some of their accommodations are lacking. The pillows are quite stiff, and the blankets are quite thin. So if I had the money, I would give it back to this rehab so that I could be comfortable while sleeping. Because maybe then I wouldn't dream so much of the what ifs and the could be's and the should be's and the would nots.
Sure. All right. Well, that's a lot of dreaming about scary things, but what's your happy?
My happy is that I had the chance to meet the one and only Matthew McConaughey. Now, I'm not
Oh,
supposed to say this, but he's actually here at the retreat as well. Yeah, he felt like he really peaked with the last car commercial that he did. And so he decided that from now on, he too was going to go to actor rehab and get out of the acting business for good and help recover from his acting addiction, if you will. That's what we have to call it.
wow.
Because it is an addiction. Most of us do it for no money purely because we're addicted to it.
It's
So
a
it is
habit.
a habit. It's a habit and it's hard to kick. So yes, but that's the highlight of my day. It's my happy. It was meeting Matthew McConaughey.
That's amazing. Well, it was so nice to meet you. Good luck with your program. I really hope that we can see you driving trucks soon.
Yes, that's the third step. Truck driver.
Great. All right.
All right. That was the role play. Okay, guys, thanks for being here. That was fun. We drop a new episode every single Wednesday. So check it out right here, wherever you got this podcast. Subscribe to it so it pops up on its own, even. And please, if you're not subscribed to the newsletter, do that. There's some fun stuff in there that you'll want to check out. Again, go to our website, 10kdollarday.com. and just click newsletter. Also, we have a Patreon and we need helps, keeping this content coming at you. So check that out, 10kdollarday.com/Patreon. And it's Patreon. You can actually click monthly subscriber or you can click one-time subscriber, and then our PayPal pops up. So if you don't have $2 a month and you just have $2 one time, we'll take that too, because really every little bit helps. So thank you in advance for supporting this podcast. All right, here we go. 10K Dollar Day is produced by 10K Dollar Day LLC. Intro by Stan Collins, graphic art by Jacob McAllister, the 10K jingle by Rockwell and Rose. The vintage 10K Saturday episode voiceover by Charlie Hume. Thanks as always to Buzzsprout. Let's end this podcast the way we end it every week, with friends like us.
Who needs amenities?